Hello, welcome to Dirt Rally 2 with Mistex24. Today we're at Ourea Spevsi in Greece. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I mutilated that. And as you can see, I am in the M1 Procar Group B rear-wheel drive. I've never had a world record in this car, so today's kind of special for me actually. Because I've tried a lot of times in this car, and it's always just eluded me how I'm supposed to go fast in it, because it's a real beast of a machine. And I think I figured it out finally. So I'm going to take a look at the tune of the vehicle here. Let's see, let's make sure I've got it loaded. It should be this one. Okay. I think the toe and camber in the front are defaults. I guess I have no toe in the rear, which is probably default as well. A little bit of camber, not a lot. As you can see, I run pretty low brake force. I've talked about that before. 66%. There it is. Go to the differentials. I've got the rear at the furthest right at 55%. I actually boosted down, or I took the LSD braking lock down a bit for this. I had this tune in Poland, and it was getting to the point where it was starting to feel pretty good, but I was still really out of control with it. So I'm going to try to turn that down a little bit so off throttle it's not quite as fishtaily. We got LSD preload pretty high here at 80. Show you the gearing here. I'm not exactly sure how much this is off of the default. I don't know how much I've changed it, or if I did. I'd have to look at the default setup. Dampening, we got -3 in the slow bump, so pretty soft slow bump. Slow rebound, I'm actually at -1, and rear slow bumper at -3 as well, and the rear rebound I left at 0. It felt pretty good at that, so I just didn't change it. It jumps well, it takes bumps really nicely now. Here on the springs, we've got ride height very high at 46 on the front, and I've got 50 on the rear. Is all the way up. I find this is working pretty well on the rear wheel drives to have the ride height like this. Since the rear is higher than the front, even though we're at a high ride height, you're still getting a bit of that oversteer from the rear being a little bit higher, and it takes the bumps just so well. Let's see, your spring rate, we're at 65.77. I'm not really sure. That might be default actually. I don't think these roll bars are though. I think this is where I had started. I haven't really tried to mess with this much. I might in the future. I was trying to figure out the suspension first before I started tweaking with this, because it was already really bouncy, but the ride height changes have made that thing of the past, I think. We got the rear spring rate a little bit softer than the front at 52.85. And really soft rear roll bar at 0.80, so running just a little bit in the rear. Okay. Let's go take the stage run, shall we?
All right, Group B, M1 Procar. Never had a world record in this car. Let's do it. 1, go.
3 right of a crest, opens.
I'm gonna be pushing her hard this time.
50, keep middle of it.
Did a practice run in it, and
6 right tightens, 3
I was going a little easy, so. And I got actually pretty close to the world record. I've had a world record here in the dry before, in the Manta a long time ago. I tried the Manta here already in the wet, but she's just not fast enough. This car is such an animal. The noise it makes is just phenomenal. Oh man, it makes me smile. I love it. I'll make sure I get this bit right. Been doing pretty well with it so far.
30.
Swing her back around, get on it. There we go, floor it.
30.
Just a touch of brake.
Opens of a crest.
Get her straight and go. Well, not straight, but
5 right.
the direction I want to go anyway.
Opens of a crest. 30.
This is a tricky corner here.
6 left long.
Rear end really wants to get lost.
6 right.
I am going to get this world record. I'm going to get it.
Opens of a jump. Slow 50. Turn 3 right long. 50.
We are going to get it.
Keep left of a crest. 30.
It's so weird in these rear-wheel drive cars because
Left long. 30.
they hook up way better on like this wet surface in the gravel than you might think. I mean, I've got my foot to the floor quite a bit in this car.
Keep left
Usually
of
when you
80, 6
hear them
left.
RPMs just
Into
pinging
narrow,
like
6
that, I
right.
just got her pinned.
Keep middle of 80,
See us
6 right.
pinned down through here.
Into 5
A little bit of brake into
Into 6
third.
right, don't cut.
Should be able to go fast through
100
here.
over bumps.
Whip her back around. There we go. I got some high ride heights so we can
50,
take those
turn unseen,
embankments
one
like
left.
that. Tricky corner here. Get her turned in
Into
early.
6 right of a crest, extra
A
long.
little bit of feathering and then just
4.
punch it.
Into 6 left, 80, 2 right. 80, 2 left, opens long, 60.
Tricky corner here. Tries to push you out. It's kind of off cambered. It doesn't appear to be, but I guarantee you, you get pushed out there if you're not careful, and you go right into the fence. See if I can get through here a little better. I was really slow down through here.
Into 5 right.
Third gear, get her tucked in.
40, don't cut.
Not terrible. It could have been better though.
50,
Probably the trickiest corner on this stage. I always say it. It's super off cambered. Get her turned in early, and then there we go. I got her good that time. Let's go.
cut.
I have no idea how far ahead I am, but I don't really care.
100.
There we go. Pin it. Pin it. Pin it. It's gonna get a little sketchy. Second gear. First gear. Whew.
6.
That is such a tricky corner as well. Here we go.
Middle of a jump.
Oh man, I love this car. I'm starting to really like it.
3 left long tightens.
I've never had a world record in this thing. I've always struggled with it. Never, can hardly ever make it through stages even.
Opens 50.
Raising the ride height helps a lot in these tricky situations. I mean, the car feels really low to the ground anyway, even with it jacked up all the way. So,
Middle of a jump.
I'll just pin it. Let's go.
To 6 right.
Come on, old girl. Let's get the world record.
Caution. 2
Oh
right,
man,
tightens,
it's
don't
fast.
Into 3 left long. Opens middle of a crest. 50. 5 right. Into early 4 left.
Maybe a little bit too much feathering there. I'm trying to push her hard though. On it. Let's go.
Left of a jump.
Come on, let's get it. Oh yeah, we got
2
it.
right tightens
Woo!
to stop.
Yeah, buddy. Whew. 340.661. So you can see my old time was a 345 that I ran a few minutes ago, probably 10 minutes ago. Whew, I'm gonna take a look at the splits just to see. Yeah, way ahead on split 1. Quite a bit ahead on split 2. Split 3, quite a bit, almost a second, except for the last split. I was actually decently quick in my other run there. Okay, let's go take a look at the leaderboard real quick. All right, Ourea Spevsi, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, in the wet. And BMW M1 Procar, my first world record in this car ever, actually. And I am 2.677 ahead now. Man, what a amazing car this is. This thing's a beast. Ooh, I might have to drive this some more. I might even go back to Copina with this car and just see. All right, I'm going to watch the outside replay, and I'll talk to everybody next time. Peace.